point of how overrated Shocks is.
How so?
Eric, let's hear it. Eric, what before these guys, jump through the internet here, let's hear it, Eric.
Well, I'm just
Come on,
gonna say Shocks plays against Tier 1 teams. Henny plays against North American Tier 2, Tier 3.
And he plays against Legia.
The other thing,
It all ties
is
in.
Henny has so many Aimlocks through walls. Like, I mean, I'm not even going. I'm not even gonna. I'm not, I watch a lot of Henny stuff, and it's my radar's off the chart with that guy. So I mean, I can't. I think Shocks is a great player. He's a team leader. He calls it that.
What's going on, boys? Dan M here. And as you can see, boys, I'm in my villa in Tuscany. It's very nice. I built it myself from scratch, of course, obviously. But anyways, boys, the important thing is today is I'm gonna do a little bit of talking, okay? So if you don't want to hear me talk, you can skip through to the clips. I don't know where they're gonna be in the video, but you can find them, I'm sure. One thing I want to talk about here, guys, is why I believe there's possible cheating going on in the scene right now. And why, if you don't even think cheating's going on, why you should at least think they should enforce things to stop possible cheating. Now the biggest thing for me is basically Flusha in my opinion, started not cheating in the scene, but he made a lot of other pros realize that it's possible to get away with it and to play at a top level and to make a lot of money. In my opinion, I think Flusha was cheating 100% at the time. He said it was his mouse. He said it was him picking up his mouse. That's why he was locking onto people through the walls. But the problem with that theory is it doesn't happen pretty much at all anymore. You rarely see. He had like 20 to 30 clips in less than a year, and now in the past year he's had maybe one. Maybe two, that's it. So obviously that's incorrect. Obviously he was cheating. Obviously him saying he picked up his mouse, that's why he was locking, was a lie. And it's quite obvious that he was cheating. Now I'm going to play you this clip here, boys. And this is from 2 years ago in 2014, and Richard Lewis is interviewing these guys. And these guys are pros, and they're saying that the one guy says 100% Flusha is cheating, and they're telling you why.
People have been accusing other players. I mean, it's the first time I can think of where I've seen a pro player actually go on social media and say, we think this guy's a cheat. And there's been a few of them. I mean, even Lurpis at HLTV, I mean, I thought maybe he wouldn't do it because Fnatic, he's got friends, but he's good friends with Khan, and he's a manager in that organization, but no, they're cheaters. He's saying they are absolute cheaters. Everyone's saying it. What do you guys think? I mean, what do you honestly think?
In my opinion, I think that Flusha is 100% cheating. If you watch the scenes, it's
unexplainable.
It's so.
Yeah.
He see people through the wall, or his mouse is, when he turns around, his mouse stops at the point where the enemy is through the wall. So,
yeah.
But he has no Wakban, so he's not a cheater. But in my opinion, he cheats. Yes.
Well, I'll ask your opinion. Now, this isn't to be flippant. I'm not making a joke here, but as someone who has used cheats in the past, and I have as well, actually. I'll be honest about it. So, what's your professional opinion, almost?
Well, I thought of if he cheated, he probably has another cheat than SMN and the other people who got busted. But I think he, like this Aimlock, what people say he has, I think he isn't using to cheat in to really aim better, but to spot the enemies through the wall, because I look different scenes and he makes it, or if he cheats, then he makes it look like he is aiming to the right, for example, turning to the right in a specific angle, and then you know when you play you need to lift up your mouse and repositioning it again. But what I found strange, I think no one had ever posted it or said it, but there are different angles. Like when you play it, then you should normally at the same degree. You have like the mouse pad, like say it's this, and you move from there to there. Then you have like in-game 90-degree angle you can pass, set up, and go again. But he does it, or just stop on the model. It's like it isn't always at the same angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's only like 30-degree. He stops on the model, then goes on. But sometimes it's like 170-degree, go like this, and goes on. Because this is why I think if he's cheating, he's using it like to spot the enemies in a.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, look. Again, you know, we're making an assumption based on video evidence, I guess, how to describe it. But you're right. What it is it's a lock-on that's being used as kind of like a wall hack in a way, because he only ever uses it when there's a wall there or there's smoke.
Yeah, to spot all the enemies.
Yeah, and then he actually starts to aim again.
Yeah. Also, when you're considering his position in the role, like he's the clutch player, then this is really handy. If you cheat, of course, it's handy. But like this, it's not really obvious, because if you make it good, like if he really cheats, like him, if he really cheats and he did it good, it didn't. No one suspected him until like a few weeks ago, because no one also thought on LAN it's possible to cheat. But
we know that isn't true. We know that isn't true. We know that isn't true.
I ever thought if you're good on LAN, then you can't cheat, then you are a beast.
Well,
but
it's
now
changed
with these cheats, you can cheat on LAN, and
I mean, it's interesting. I gotta say, one of the things that I thought was strange, he's not come out and said anything. He hasn't made a statement. I mean, when you guys were accused in the past, you know, you came out and you were like, look, we're clean. Like, seriously, you know, I know you guys have come out and had to deal with the public, and it wasn't even a big deal back then. It was, you know, 70 people on a Facebook page. You know, it was you know, now the social media side for Counter-Strike's much bigger. And you know, Fnatic, the organisation, haven't come out and said we back our players. We know our players are innocent. There's all this silence, and it's kind of almost. It looks like they themselves maybe don't believe. What do you think of that? Do you agree? Big size.
I don't know what to say. I mean, your organization, they trust you, and they see, okay, you have no Backman, you don't cheat, you can't cheat, and so they stand behind their players till they get Backman. But
So, well, look, let's talk about you guys. It's funny, we'll link in through this. You guys were saying you guys were getting accused before this tournament. People were still accusing you guys. So what happened there?
Maybe because we are German? No, I mean...
There's another video out there that has Zeus from Na'Vi. I put the clip up on my channel. And he's saying at LAN, this is what players are doing. These are professional players saying that people are cheating in the scene, and they're saying the way they're doing it. He's using an aimbot to aimlock through the wall to get information.
Как мне доказали, что это что там читы используются. Там вот так вот, когда ты смотришь, там не видно. Вот просто ты не видишь. А только под медленной съемкой, четко, там 10-15 моментов каждый раунд видно, как просто вот нажимают клик, и оп, наводится на стенку. А так не видно. Очень прикольно. Поэтому так это еще там не самый жесткий софт. А есть софты, которые люди говорят, что они стоят там по 5-10 тысяч долларов.
Ну, а ты думаешь, куда Флюш от бабки девает?
So, I don't care if you believe 100% there's cheaters, 100% not. But the people that I see that post things and are saying it's 100% impossibility. 100%. It's all 100%, like, oh, these guys are 100% sure. There's no cheating going on. No pros are fucking cheating. There's reasons why people like Richard and Thorin, they don't say 100% pros are cheating, but they admit that there needs to be precautions taking place because they know they're seeing shit that doesn't make any sense. They know, obviously Richard Lewis talked to these guys. These guys are pros saying it. These people say the pros talk to them behind the scenes and call people out. Even a while ago, Hiko's whole team thought Fnatic was cheating. It doesn't end, boys. It doesn't end, boys. Now, I'm not saying every aimlock we see is cheats. 100%, I'm definitely not saying that. But I want to show people these possible aim locks, okay? Because that is what's gonna get the ball rolling, okay? That's all it is, boys. So anyways, enough of me talking. I just want all those scrubs out there that think they're so fucking smart that saying it's impossible to cheat on LAN, and that I see some clips that just look so sketchy and people are trying to explain it away, and it's absolute nonsense. And again, I'll reiterate and say I don't think everyone's cheating 100%, because a lot of retards think I do think that, and it's not true. I just put out all the evidence so people can see what is going on, and there could be a possibility. Anyways, boys, let's get into some of these clips here.
That because there are so many aggressive options for the CTs that you might, more often than you will on other maps, you might get that pick. So because Alu has the op, might as well try to use it in the early parts of the round before you go for the rush, where it's going to be harder to use it. And also, they're picking up some information here. You can see AIZY, he spots one player on short, but Nico spots him as well.
So let's take a look at this clip here with AIZY from FaZe Clan, boys. And I'm actually going to throw something out there first. In the beginning of this clip, you see what looks like an aim lock on his teammate, okay? Now this is a perfect example, boys, of how aim locks aren't always cheats, guys. And as we get further and further along, they're slowly going to go away completely, the aim locks, because the pros are going to find some other way, because they're just too suspicious. People are getting caught now. Anyways, but what AIZY does here makes absolutely no sense.
It's going to be harder to use it.
I slowed this down in VLC player, frame by frame, and what I found when AIZY does this little jump to get the information, the time right here where he does this wiggle after, this weird fucking wiggle, when he jumps up, the only thing he sees on the enemy is literally like one frame of like a few pixels of the guy's shoulder. Now, when he was playing, I actually doubt he saw him from that, unless the guy's name popped up on the screen, but I really doubt he saw him there. So that's why he continues to jump, clearly, because he didn't see him. But I also think the reason he continues to jump is because he did this sketchy ass shit with his aim lock, and he has to pretend that was just something random. Because what happens after, guys? Does this make any sense at all? Does this make any sense? And actually, the first part of this squiggle locks directly onto the enemy. The first movement. So it's very strange indeed. Just some more shady stuff here. Just some more shady stuff.
It's gonna be harder to use it.
Alright, boys, let's take a look at these clips here. What's going on? This fucking guy here, man. We got this Australian here. This Yam Aussie, he's an Australian. And, boys, these clips are shady.
Gone with the fadeaway, takes him down. And it's going to be Yam now with 4 HP. He survived the encounter earlier on with Shroud. But Cloud9, they managed to stabilize. Bit surprised that they weren't able to play off the information. I guess they were just waiting. They were so confident Cloud9 that in their ability to win the duels, even if Renegades were going to push elsewhere, because they only did spot the one player going towards B. That would usually be a signal to say, okay.
This first clip here, guys, isn't the worst, but combined with the next clips I'm about to show, it's pretty bad in my opinion. So this first clip, you know, he's looking around. All of a sudden, someone started to come up catwalk and he gets the lock on. Now, this isn't the best lock. It's like to the foot or something, but obviously we can do an offset. Obviously we can set the bones, boys. He doesn't have to be on the chest and the head at all times, especially if he's using one aimbot for getting kills and one aimbot for getting information. Maybe he's using one, maybe he's using the other, or neither, or one. Like, who knows, boys? Who knows? So in my opinion, this one's kind of sketchy. You can see the lock. It's right on the enemy as well. I'd say without these other two clips, this would be highly unlikely this is the gear, boys. But combined with these other two clips, it looks pretty obvious, in my opinion, that this is what's going on. At least it's more geared towards that way, boys. Okay, boys. In my opinion, this next clip, this last clip seals the deal right here. I mean,
I'm just curious how Cloud9 are going to aggress on this, because I'm assuming that Renegades will hold fast for the time being. You have two SMGs, you don't necessarily want to play super aggressive and up like Dust 2. Just hold the angles, wait for the terrorists to push you. This could be more of a slow, steady round. Skloodle has already shown that he's happy enough.
You have 2 locks to 2 separate areas within 5 seconds.
Dusty, just wait for the terrorists to push you.
Boys, when we're looking at cheats, okay, I've said it before, you have to look at circumstance, okay? Because if you just look at these locks with nothing, there's nothing to look at, okay? It's just a lock. It's just, that's what it looks like. In this circumstance, boys, if you think of it from a cheating perspective, he's obviously trying to get information at this point in time. Okay, 2 locks in 5 seconds in 2 different locations. He's obviously trying to get information. This is what is happening. Okay, now if it was 1 lock now and 1 lock half an hour from now, or 1 lock 2 games later, yeah, maybe, boys. But this is happening one after another. And clearly, in my opinion, he's trying to get information. The first one, he goes in between headshot level on catwalk and in between headshot level on box there. So I don't know what he's doing. It locks directly onto the enemy though, top of mid. And then immediately after, he takes his knife out and stares into the wall and gets a direct lock. And then goes back to pretending, oh, that's just what I'm doing. I'm just strafing that way while looking into the wall. Nothing to see here, boys. So in my opinion, this Yam guy's on the fucking gear. I don't know if he just started, but clearly, look at this. Renegades is up 13-11 in this clip. So they're doing pretty well for some reason. I mean, Cloud9 just won that fucking huge tournament. And now these guys are doing this well against them? Wow, it's pretty nuts, man. You guys are getting pretty good with your game sense. So anyways, boys, that's what I think's going on here. Alright, boys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, guys, leave a like and share this video, boys. I'm going to do a new thing. Share this video to all the pros that I call out. And to you professional players, I challenge you to come on my show. We'll go on Skype. I'll ask you some questions. You can even go over the questions ahead of time to make sure they're going to be appropriate. I'm not going to throw anything dodgy in there. But I want your opinion on other pros and some of these clips that we have here. I mean, let's go. Pro players, it's time to speak your mind. Dan calling you out. Hold your shit up. Let's go. Guys, I couldn't do this without the help from you. You guys send me all these clips. I honestly don't even search much for clips anymore. I check VaxSucks. I check my messages. Check my Twitter, guys. Honestly, that's all I do. And it's helping me out, boys, because I don't have a lot of time. So, really, the community and me combined, it's not just me, is helping out, okay? Again, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all my patrons, guys. I really appreciate all the help, guys. Let's get this game clean. Take care, boys.